Hello everyone, Jigsaw here. Welcome to another video. We're playing Minecraft again. I know, very special. But, first thing in Minecraft, I'm already getting jumped by a homeless man. Also, Doug's alive. Bet you didn't know that one. I didn't either. I'm guessing this is probably just a random dog, but we're just gonna say it's Doug, okay? So, after I stole this homeless man's hat, I made Doug blue, so he can actually know it's Doug and not just, confuse him for a random dog in the future, Douglas. I've also invested into farming, because, that's the thing that you need. Hopefully this someday grows and I'm not just sitting here forever trying to farm for no reason. They wouldn't do that to me, right? Something sad, I've been playing this game on a, PlayStation for quite a while, and I still don't know how I'm supposed to actually play the game. I got stuck on this thing like 12 times trying to get this little saddle off. I do not know how to play Minecraft, bro. I have literally no idea why I'm getting subscribers. I'm literally just doing a bunch of random stuff on Minecraft. This cannot be entertaining. Anyways, I've invested into making flags. Isn't that a thing you wanted to see me do? Sit here and make a flag? Also, speaking of flags, even though they're basically just colored bed sheets on like sticks, apparently there's like we're starting wars over for some reason. Someone really just threw 3 stripes and, immediately slapped down on a pole and was like, yeah, this represents our entire nation. And, for some reason that works. People see it and they start losing their mind. Therefore, I'm putting it on top of my wall. In other words, I think my flag looks cool, so I'm gonna put it on my wall. It doesn't have really a meaning, so don't go crazy about it, and don't cancel me, okay? So yeah, it ties all together. 10 out of 10 exterior design. I'm just observing that, flags as a concept are kind of unhinged when you think about it, more than 5 seconds. Anyway, now we gotta collect sand. And you may be asking, Jake, why are we collecting sand? What is this, a beach episode? Well, because some nerd in the comments asked me to build an underwater base. Will it be easy? Absolutely not. Can I do it? I mean, probably, but let's be real. Do you know how many mobs are gonna try to murder me down there? So many. Drowns with tritons, guardians shooting lasers at my face. It's gonna be a whole thing. But, you know what? I gotta do it. Gotta do it for fans. Even if it means getting bullied by aquatic mobs for 3 hours straight while I'm just trying to place some glass. Things I do for content. This better get a bunch of views and likes, man, or I'm gonna be so salty. Literally, or fierty, because of, the little ocean water stuff. Okay, so why are there like 17 craters in front of my house? Oh, right, because creepers have decided that my property value is their personal enemy. Like, I'm just trying to build like a nice little base and stuff sometimes, maybe some decoration, or I don't know, a path that doesn't look like the surface of the moon. But no, these green dudes wake up every single day and choose violence, specifically against my real estate. Do you know how much work I put into this lawn? I was gonna put something there, like, I don't know, flowers maybe, even though sand, but I had plans there, man. Now it's just like a war zone. My house has gone from cozy starter base to a bombing comp page in like 2 days. And the worst part? They don't even have decency to drop good loot. They just blow up my stuff and leave absolutely menaces to society. I'm about to commit war crimes against the entire creeper race. This is personal now. Nobody ruins Jake's crib, appeals, and gets away with it. Anyways, time to fill these holes, like I'm doing now, for like the 50th time this week. Okay, so you don't see it in this footage, but I spent so long trying to get a music disc for this jukebox thing I built, right? And how do you get a music disc? Oh, well, just the most reasonable method ever. You get a skeleton and shoot a creeper. Like, bruh, I'm out here playing matchmaker with hostile mobs dying over and over because apparently I'm bad at getting 2 things that want to kill me to kill each other instead. So this is gameplay at its finest. And here's the best part. Even if I got the disc, it's probably copyrighted, so I can even play it on the video. YouTube would just block it instantly, so I'm risking my life for basically just a decoration. I went through all that pain and suffering for interior designing, for ethics. you know what? I'm not even mad. I respect the commitment to the bit. Gotta have that jukebox AMS. Even if it's completely silent. 10 out of 10. Would die to skeleton again. Oh man, the door. Alright, well, moving on before I have a crisis about my life choices. Okay, this is completely unfair. You can't just jump a man in his own house. Like, I'm just vibing, minding my own business. In my base that I built with my own 2 hands. And mom's really said, we're just gonna commit home invasion. This is my property. I have rights. They're like squatters' laws or something. But apparently that doesn't apply when you're getting ganged up on by zombies in your own living room. Like, I did not invite you guys in. I don't remember sending out little party invitations to the entire monster population. And yet, here we are, absolutely getting mugged in my own house. You can't just break into someone's house and start swinging. That's called a crime. But no. Apparently, if your mom is totally fine to just waltz in and ruin my day. Unbelievable. I'm getting bullied in my own house and I can't even do anything about it. I need better doors or like walls. Probably should have thought of that earlier, but here we are. Why is it so hard to get him used to this? Like, bro, I just want some amens, some tunes. Alright, so now I gotta go back to the ways of the fisherman. You know, standing here, waiting, throwing back a stick to water, like some type of peasant. That's what we were reduced to, chat. Now I'm just gonna stand here on a dock, fishing for 6 hours. Character development at its finest. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta embrace the simple life. Sometimes you gotta ruin a tradition. Forget, you know, being able to fight and grinding. We're fishermen now. Just me. The water and, you know, the excellent probability of catching something or nothing for 20 minutes straight. This is peak content right here. I can already feel the revolting gameplay. In fact, I can already feel my, you know, audience getting so hyped watching me stare at the bubble. But hey, this is honest work. Alright, time to come with the fish. Let's get this bread or fish. Let's get this fish. Okay, so fishing got boring in like 2 seconds. So now I'm protecting the city. Yeah, I went from, you know, peaceful fisherman to local superhero real quick. Because apparently mobs decided to throw a party in the street while I was catching absolutely nothing. Can't let that one slide. Do I get paid for this? No. Do the civilians, aka the chickens, appreciate me for this? Probably not, because they're chickens. Someone has to stop these guys from trashing the place, and I guess it has to be me. From a fisherman to a city defender in 5 minutes flat. Just another Tuesday. Time to commit some violence for the public, I guess. Also, I finally got to this after like 1 billion years and dying and stuff. And the most, you know, rough, little creeper skeleton gameplay you've ever seen in your life. But we got it. Was it worth it? Absolutely not. Am I gonna put in that jukebox anyway? You know it. But that's enough work for your local hero. I need some rest. Apparently, saving the city, grinding for music this is exhausting. Who knew being the main character would take so much effort? So, if you liked the video, hit that subscribe button, leave a like and comment, you know, on all that good stuff, you know, help your boy out, you know how it is. Jake Sue out. Why are you still here, man? I'm gonna go to sleep, man. Why are you guys still here? Be gone. Go to a different video or something, man. Why are you still here? I'm done. Bye-bye. Leave. Go ahead. It's okay. I don't want you here now. It's over. Leave. Bye.